Bradley Walsh, a name that brings a smile to millions across the UK. Whether he's making you laugh with his quick-witted banter on The Chase, tugging at your heartstrings in a drama like The Larkins, or dancing across the stage in Panto with a twinkle in his eye, he's been part of our lives for decades. But behind the jokes and that unmistakable chuckle, a quieter, more sobering story is unfolding. One that has, until recently, remained locked behind the doors of the Walsh household. A story that his beloved wife, Donna, has now tearfully shared with those closest to her, and it's a story that will break your heart. Bradley Walsh is more than a TV presenter. He's a symbol of something very British, warm, down-to-earth, cheeky, and unafraid to laugh at himself. Born in Watford in 1960, his rise from humble beginnings to the bright lights of prime-time television is one of resilience and charm. From Coronation Street to Doctor Who, from Tipping Point to the sold-out Chase tours, Bradley has done it all. But in the past year, fans began to notice something was different. There were fewer appearances. The spark in his eyes, while still there, seemed a little dimmer. He was slowing down, not dramatically, but noticeably. And then, quietly, the whispers began. It started at an ITV charity event. Donna, Bradley's devoted wife of over 25 years, stepped onto the stage to present an award. What was expected to be a light-hearted, glamorous evening turned deeply emotional when Donna, visibly shaken, veered off script. Midway through her speech, she paused. Her voice cracked, and in a moment that stunned the room, she whispered, "We're going through something very personal right now. Bradley, he's not quite himself these days, and we're holding on tighter than ever." Gasps, then silence. Friends say she had to be helped off stage after finishing. In the following days, messages of concern began flooding social media. Was Bradley ill? Was he okay? No official statement followed. But that moment marked a turning point. Sources close to the family have confirmed that life at the Walsh residence in Epping has changed dramatically over the past few months. Bradley, once the life of the party, is now spending most days at home. Long walks have been replaced with time in the garden. Early mornings on set are now slower starts over tea with Donna. Family friends describe Bradley as deep in thought, tired, and more emotional than ever before. While there's no confirmed diagnosis, those closest to him speak of persistent fatigue, confusion, and difficulty concentrating, a far cry from the high-energy entertainer the world knows. But despite it all, there's love, so much love. Donna, their son Barney, and a tight-knit circle of friends have rallied around him. Donna has always been the silent force behind Bradley's success. A former dancer and choreographer, she knows the demands of show business. But in recent months, she's stepped away from her work entirely. She now devotes her days to being by Bradley's side, preparing meals that nourish him, reading to him when his eyes grow tired, sitting beside him during long, quiet afternoons as he listens to old vinyl records, often in tears. Insiders say she refuses to leave the house unless absolutely necessary. Her priority is clear. "I don't want him to face any of this alone. He's my person, my best friend, and if this is the hardest chapter, then we'll face it together," she reportedly told a friend. The Walshes have always kept their private life tightly guarded. But according to multiple sources, Bradley has recently been undergoing a series of medical consultations. Reports mention ongoing neurological tests, and while nothing has been confirmed publicly, concerns about memory lapses and physical disorientation have surfaced. One heartbreaking moment shared by a close colleague occurred during rehearsals for a planned television special. Bradley stopped mid-line and just froze. He looked around and said, "I'm sorry, I just don't remember what I was doing." It was unlike him. We were all shaken. That special has since been indefinitely postponed. For fans of Breaking Dad, the father-son travel series, Bradley and Barney Walsh have been a revelation. Their bond, playful, loving, and rooted in deep respect, has been the highlight of the show. But recently, their adventures have stopped. Barney, just 27, has quietly stepped back from his own projects to be near his dad. He's been seen arriving at the Walsh home multiple times a week, sometimes staying overnight. One neighbor noted, "Barney is always checking on them. He's taken over the gardening, helps with groceries, and most of all, just sits with his dad. They don't talk much, just sit." In one particularly emotional moment shared by a source, Barney told a friend, "I used to think he was invincible. Now I just want to protect him." Bradley's smile has been his trademark, that crooked grin that made audiences fall in love with him from Wheel of Fortune to The Chase. But those closest to him now say that smile comes less frequently. Not because he's given up, but because he's processing, reflecting. He spends hours flipping through photo albums, watching old home videos and reading letters from fans. One letter reportedly moved him to tears. A woman had written, "I got you through cancer. I watched The Chase every day while I had chemo. Your smile was the light I needed." He read it twice, then whispered, "I hope I gave her enough light." There's no definitive answer yet on what Bradley is facing. Whether it's a temporary health scare or the early stages of something more serious, the Walsh family is choosing dignity and love above all else. Fans have noticed his absence from promotional work. Rumored projects, including a return to West End theater, have been shelved. And while ITV remains tight-lipped, there's growing speculation that Bradley may be preparing to step back permanently. But not because he's giving up. Because, as Donna says, he wants to spend every moment he can fully present with the people who matter most. Bradley's story, though still unfolding, is not just about illness or struggle. It's a profound reminder of something every one of us will face: the fragility of time, the weight of memory, the power of presence. His journey is teaching us that behind every laugh is a story we don't see. Behind every smile is a man who's given his all to make others happy and who now needs space to be held by those he loves. So, what can we do? We can honor him by laughing harder, loving deeper, being present, just like Bradley always has. As of now, there is no official statement from Bradley or Donna. And maybe there never will be. Because some stories don't need headlines. Some stories live quietly inside the walls of a family home where love is louder than fear. To Bradley Walsh, the entertainer, the father, the husband, the friend, we send our deepest love. And to Donna, for her courage and devotion, we see you, and we thank you. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to our channel for more real, respectful, and heartfelt stories. Share this with someone who needs a reminder to treasure the people they love. And in the comments below, share your favorite Bradley Walsh moment. Let's flood him with the love he's so freely given all of us.